Have you heard of the words toxic masculinity? Well, if you have, if you haven't, let me tell you a little bit about it. And I bet you'll start to notice things that people say and do that fall into this category of toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity is a cultural concept that views traditional ideologies of manliness, such as strength, sexual virility, dominance, a lack of emotion, as a harm to society. Common characteristics of toxic masculinity and societal norms is that heterosexuality and attracting a lot of women is what makes one manly. An example of this could be telling someone to man up, or bullying and shaming other men because they don't fit the typical masculine stereotype and manly stereotype. These are all part of the huge spectrum that is toxic masculinity. I got to interview a few of my friends about toxic masculinity, and here are their responses.
Would say that toxic masculinity refers to the societal expectations placed on men and boys that are ultimately harmful to them.
A set of gender roles, men often being scared that if they go outside of that standard and that norm, they might be seen as less of a man.
The societal norm, we place these pressures upon boys and men. It keeps them from being expressive of emotions.
Toxic masculinity has definitely affected me.
I think it's definitely had an impact in romantic relationships that I've had with men.
Certainly shaped the way that I deal with conversation and navigate confrontation with men.
I've seen toxic masculinity come out in a lot of my guy friends.
I feel like I was taught to always diffuse the situation, appeal to their ego, don't bruise it.
Sure, there's other systemic ways that it impacts me that I'm not even aware of. Harmful,
Disappointing,
unhealthy,
antiquated.